Hey familia, Miranda here, and in today's video I do have a Decluttr haul for you. So this is actually the first time that I've bought directly from their site. I have previously purchased from them through eBay several times, and I've always been very pleased with everything that I've gotten. Everything has played perfectly, considering that a lot of these are refurbished, but don't let that stop you from making a purchase. So what sparked today's purchase is recently Spicy 4K Action had placed a few different orders with them, and I was like, you know what, I've never ordered directly from them, only through eBay. So I thought I would go ahead and check out the site and see what all they had, what sorts of deals they have going on. So on their actual site they do have like 2 for 6, 2 for 7, 2 for 8 deals going on. Then on eBay though, you guys, they do usually have the like buy 2 get 1 or a percentage off, which I forget if it's 10 or 15%, one of those, off of your purchase. So yeah, you have a bunch of different deals that you can kind of choose from depending where you buy. I will say though that eBay, their prices tend to be a little bit more higher than what they go for on their site. But yeah, I went through and I found 32 movies that there's more in my cart, you guys, that I have saved, but for this time I just went with the 32 Blu-rays, strictly Blu-rays, you guys. A lot of them were part of the sales that they had on there, of the 2 off of whatever, and then just a bunch that I saw at some decent prices and stuff that I just wanted to go ahead and snag. So yeah, like I said, I've purchased from them previously through eBay several times, and I've never ever had any issues, with the purchases or with like them playing or anything like that. Everything has been perfect. So it's definitely a great way to save money if you buy through Decluttr, to get those secondhand titles and stuff, and just add in things to your collection for cheap. Now, I will say though, you guys, the only downside to them, which may freak some of you out, is their packaging. It is not the best packaging. Honestly, you guys, after it leaves them, it's really going to depend on your, mail carriers and how they're handling these packages and stuff, because they only use these, you guys, these non-padded plastic bag, envelope things, whatever you want to call them. That's the only thing that they use, at least from what I've experienced. It's the only type of packaging that they have used. I'm okay with a broken case or two. I can replace a case. I just can't replace a physical disc if it were to get broken or like scratch the hell out of in transit. But just know that ahead of time, but don't let it stop you from, not considering to like purchase from them or whatever, because like I said, I've had great experiences with them, and they just have tons of great deals and good quality and stuff. So, but anyhow, you guys, let's go ahead and get into what I picked up from Decluttr. So like I said, it is all Blu-rays. I did get several upgrades, but there's also a lot of new items to the collection. So let's see. So first up is this Steve Austin film that I'd never heard of. It's called Knockout. It's basically a boxing flick. So best believe I had to jump on that. I do love Steve Austin. I remember him back in the, WWF days and stuff like that. But yeah, I have actually kind of been on a Steve Austin kick lately, so I've been watching some of his films and whatnot, but this is one that I definitely had never heard of, but it's definitely right up my alley. First off, because it is boxing, and then I believe he's like this former like heavyweight champion who starts training this one kid. I think he was getting bullied, and so he trains him to become this like awesome champion. So yeah, right up my alley, you guys. Can't wait to check this one out. All right, the next film I have stars Chris Evans, and that is Puncture. This is one that I've actually been very curious about for some time. It is based on a true story. Don't know if it's necessarily going to be a easy watch, considering that it does have to do with drug addiction, so may be a bit of a hard watch. We'll see. But nonetheless, I do love me some Chris Evans, so definitely looking forward to checking this one out. All right, next one I have here is Miracle on 34th Street. This is the remake with Mara Wilson. And this is actually the only one that I have seen. I have not seen the original, but I did have the DVD set that had the double feature of the 2 films. So I went ahead and decided to go ahead and upgrade. So you'll be seeing the original here soon. All right, next up we have Letters to Juliet. So this is one I've kind of always passed on the DVD several times, like out thrifting and stuff like that. I do love Amanda Seyfried. But I don't know, for some reason, I guess I just never really looked into this film. And then I never noticed that Gael Garcia Bernal was in this one too. So that right away, so that kind of made me want to jump on this one now. Next, I got another Christmas film for the collection. This is one that I've actually been wanting to check out because it does have Robin Williams in it, and that is A Merry Friggin' Christmas. Really don't know much on this one other than, you know, kind of what I read on the back and stuff like that. But for Robin Williams, definitely looking forward to that one come Christmas time. Then I did go ahead and upgrade The Heartbreak Kid. This movie is so flippin' hilarious. Ben Stiller is just so funny in this. And then even Malin Ackerman, I'd say that this is by far one of her more funnier roles. I really enjoyed her in this. But yeah, I remember seeing this one in theaters and it just being a blast. It's been a while since I've seen it, but it's hilarious, you guys. If you haven't checked this one out, you definitely should. It's a great comedy. All right, this next one I have here is The Ghost Rider. This actually came as a recent recommendation to me. And I mean, Ewan McGregor and Pierce Brosnan, definitely down for that one. Then I did go ahead and upgrade The Marine. I really don't care to check out any of the other ones. I doubt that they're going to be really any good like this one is, but definitely... I know this was like one of John Cena's first roles, and I thought he did really good in this. So we got that one. Then I do have Sweeney Todd here. Have yet to check this one out, but I've heard some good things on it. And then this one I'd never heard of, but you have Chris Pine and Elizabeth Banks, Olivia Wilde, Jon Favreau, and Michelle Pfeiffer in this. So right away, amazing cast. But it's this film called People Like Us. So basically Chris Pine's character, the father, he dies, and so he's kind of been, you know, estranged from his family. So he heads back to kind of help close out his father's estate, and turns out that he has this, I guess she's an older sister that he never knew about, and so they kind of like connect and stuff about like that. I guess it is inspired by true events, so I mean, we'll see. Definitely sounds kind of like something that I would enjoy. All right, then I did go ahead and upgrade 16 Blocks. Highly underrated, you guys. I love this film. I saw this one too in theaters, and it is just a great little kind of like action thriller type film. And basically, Bruce Willis's character is a detective. He is trying to get Mos Def's character to the courthouse, which is 16 blocks away. And let's just say a lot happens from the precinct to the courthouse. All right, this next film is called At Any Price. It does star Dennis Quaid and Zac Efron, which is kind of the main reason why I wanted this one. But also it has to do with like race cars and stuff like that. So, I mean, you know, I don't have too many like race car flicks in the collection. So I figured that this might be a good one to add in. Then I did go ahead and upgrade Drumline. Finally, I freaking love this film. Hubby loves this film. It's definitely one of our favorites. It's one that we revisit multiple times in the year. I freaking love it. I mean, Nick Cannon in here is awesome, and just the whole like drumming and all of that is just, it's so awesome to like hear and stuff. So and it's just a great storyline. But yeah, Drumline, I love this one. And then got this football flick that I'd never heard of, but it is based on the inspirational true story, and it's called The Fifth Quarter. All right, next one I have here is called Burning Palms. You have a really good cast in here. Mainly kind of wanted this one for Zoe Saldana because I absolutely love her. But yeah, just kind of caught my interest, so thought I'd go ahead and check that one out. And this one too, another one where the cast kind of sold me. We have Youth in Revolt. And then this one I was kind of curious about. I haven't heard the greatest of reviews on it. I know this was showing up at Dollar Tree at one point and never could find it. But you have Helen Mirren in it, so you know, I thought I'd go ahead and check it out, and that is Winchester. Then I did go ahead and upgrade Rudy. Finally, it's about dang time. But yeah, I remember watching this a ton back in the day, and like even in school, we watched this a couple times and whatnot. So we got Rudy there. And then I did go ahead and upgrade All About Steve. Not Sandra's best, but I still got some pretty dang like good laughs from this one. It's kind of a dumb rom-com, I guess. Yeah, it's not the best rom-com. Little cheesy and just kind of weird, but yeah, overall I had a blast with this one, and I would recommend you check it out if you haven't. Then I did get a title in Spanish, and I really got it because, again, Gael Garcia Bernal. We have Rudo y Cursi. Now it's kind of hard to explain what exactly that means, but if I were to kind of put it It's kind of like rough and sweet. But basically, Rudo y Cursi is the names, like the nicknames they were given for their type of like playing techniques. So this is technically a soccer film. And one is kind of a more rough kind of goalkeeper, and the other one, he just has these like kind of weird scoring mechanisms and stuff. And so they were given just these kind of nicknames there or whatever. But then, you know, they kind of grow in fame, but one of them turns to drugs and gambling. The other one is, you know, just into a bunch of women and kind of into pop singing and stuff like that. So it just kind of sounded like an interesting mix to me. This is one that I definitely had never heard of, but I love Gael Garcia Bernal. I mean, Diego Luna, he's good too. I've seen him in some other things, but Gael, that's my guy. So yeah, looking forward to this one. All right, had to upgrade Horns. This is a great flick, you guys. It's a very kind of dark flick, but such a great role from Daniel Radcliffe. I mean, outside of Harry Potter, he definitely has known how to pick his roles. So I highly, highly recommend this one if you have not checked it out. And like I said earlier, Miracle on 34th Street. Here we have it, and it is in this nice little slip case here. So happy to have this one, and I still need to check this out. All right, next up, we have this film called Abandoned. I really just wanted this one for Brittany Murphy. Love her, you guys, and I just wanted another one for her collection. Haven't really heard anything on this one, but it looks like it was something I would enjoy, so I did get that one. Then I got this one, even though I'm not huge on Miley Cyrus, but it's The Last Song. So we got that one there. And then finally happy to have the Tigger movie in the collection. I have been trying to hunt this down for like the longest time ever. It was definitely one of my favorites growing up. So I am just happy to have it now. And then we have this film here. This one's actually the only one that came factory sealed, and it's called The Last Station. You can see it is factory sealed, but you do have Helen Mirren, Christopher Plummer, Paul Giamatti, Anne-Marie Duff, Carrie Condon, and James McAvoy in here. So excellent, excellent cast. And I remember I just kind of stumbled upon this one, added it to my wish list because it sounded good. So I'm happy to have it now and be able to check it out. All right, getting down to the last little bunch here. So I did go ahead and snag Anna Karenina. I think that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and check this one out. I've heard some good things on it. Then I did go ahead and upgrade Goal. I love this one. This is one that I actually recently revisited after many, many years, and it has held up beautifully. It is a bit of a long film, you guys, but Kuno Baker is so freaking awesome in this. And this just really, the whole soccer aspect of this is just freaking awesome, you guys, and it is just, you're really invested into this film and like the game and everything. So if you have never seen this one, definitely check it out. There is a second and third film, which I believe the second one might have a Blu-ray release, but the third one doesn't. I'm not exactly sure, but I do have the second one on DVD. I just need to see about getting the third one, which I know is actually out of print, so it might not happen for a while. But Goal, you guys, highly recommend this one. All right, so next we have Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. This is one that has been on my radar for a bit, and I'm super stoked to have this one in the collection. This specific film was actually at one of the library sales that I went to. So I went to a library sale last year and to that same library again this year, and both times they had it there, and I was just so bummed because it was one of the ones that literally the barcode was like printed. It wasn't a sticker barcode. It was printed onto the artwork like over one of their faces, and I couldn't, you guys. I could not pick up the film like that. So I've just been so bummed those times, but now I actually have it in the collection and can finally check it out. All right, then we have this film here called Frozen River. Storylines really caught my interest, you guys, so looking forward to this one. And then we have this film here that is another one that I've kind of passed on a couple times, but recently Tiana Loves Movies, she mentioned this film in one of her haul videos and how much she really enjoyed this one. So I thought I would go ahead and pick it up, and that is When in Rome. I'm not super huge on Kristen Bell. I mean, her roles, I don't know, there's just never been anything to kind of wow you or anything like that. I mean, I do love Josh Duhamel, but I don't know, Kristen Bell, she's not really, I don't know. She's all right. And last but not least is another upgrade, and that is The Recruit. So that is it for today's haul, you guys. I know I did go a bit overboard, and like I said, I still have a ton saved, like to my cart on their site right now. But definitely, if you guys are interested in looking for some cheap things, check out Decluttr directly. So you can also check them out on eBay. In the description box below will be a link if you guys are interested to get 10% off of your first purchase if you use my link. So I'd appreciate that if you do end up, going through and purchasing some stuff from them. Take advantage of the deals. And as always, you guys, let me know the films that I have not seen. Which one should I jump on first? Thank you so much for watching. Join the family if you have not, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.